Have you ever wondered how a single battle could change the course of a nation's history? Today we delve into such a battle, the Battle of Buxar. Picture this, it's the 18th century and India is a chessboard of power with pieces moving in the form of the British East India Company, the Nawabs of Bengal, Awadh, and the mighty Mughal Empire. The air is thick with tension, alliances are being forged, and rivalries are brewing. Amid the intrigue and power play, the British East India Company is steadily gaining ground, their influence seeping through the cracks of the once impenetrable Mughal Empire. Meanwhile, the Nawabs of Bengal and Awadh are caught in the middle, their loyalties torn between the fading Mughal Empire and the rising British power. This was the tense backdrop against which the Battle of Buxar was fought. Now meet the main characters of this historical drama. First we have Robert Clive, a British military officer representing the British East India Company. Known for his strategic acumen, Clive's ambitions were set on expanding British influence in India. Next, there's Mir Qasim, the Nawab of Bengal. Defiant and determined, Qasim was keen to reclaim his power and rid Bengal of British interference. Our third player is Shuja-ud-Dawla, the Nawab of Awadh. Struggling to maintain his authority, he was caught in a political tug-of-war between the British and his own loyalties. Finally, we have Shah Alam II, the Mughal emperor. Despite his title, Shah Alam II's power was waning, and he was seeking to restore the glory of his empire. Each of these power players, with their unique motivations and stakes, would play a significant role in the unfolding of the Battle of Buxar. The stage was set. The date was October 22nd, 1764. As the sun rose, the battlefield bristled with anticipation. On one side, the British East India Company, led by the strategic brilliance of Robert Clive. On the other, the combined forces of the Nawabs of Bengal and Awadh and the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. The atmosphere was thick with tension, as if the very air held its breath. The battle commenced in earnest. The British forces, though outnumbered, held a distinct advantage with their superior artillery and disciplined formations. They employed a mix of offensive and defensive strategies, using their firepower to devastating effect. In contrast, the Allied forces, despite their numerical superiority, were hampered by internal discord and lack of coordination. The British forces eventually overpowered their opponents, turning the tide of the battle in their favor. The day ended in a decisive victory for the British East India Company, and so the Battle of Buxar ended, leaving a profound impact on the Indian subcontinent. In the wake of the battle, the Treaty of Allahabad was signed. This marked a significant shift in the political currents of the Indian subcontinent. The treaty, inked in 1765, was more than just a peace agreement. It essentially handed over the reins of the rich provinces of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha to the British East India Company. This not only fortified the company's economic position, but also gave them a solid foothold in the Indian political theatre. The Nawabs and the Mughal emperor were reduced to mere puppets, their power and influence significantly diminished. This was a turning point, marking the beginning of the company's transformation from a commercial entity into a political power. The British East India Company, with its newfound strength, began to exert its dominance over other Indian rulers. The Battle of Buxar had indeed altered the balance of power. It was a game changer, setting the stage for the British colonial era in India. The Battle of Buxar was more than just a historical event. It was a turning point that paved the way for British supremacy in India. The battle marked the beginning of the end for the once mighty Mughal Empire and the rise of the British East India Company as a formidable colonial power. The outcome of that fateful day in October 1764 had far-reaching consequences that would shape the trajectory of Indian history. The Treaty of Allahabad, signed in the aftermath, effectively put large parts of India under British control. It set the stage for the eventual establishment of the British Raj, a period of direct British rule that lasted for almost 2 centuries. The legacy of the Battle of Buxar is still felt today, as it laid the foundation for the complex dynamics that would define the Indian subcontinent's political, social, and economic landscapes. It is in understanding these pivotal moments that we can truly grasp the course of our shared history. So the Battle of Buxar stands as a turning point in Indian history, a clash of power and politics that would forever alter the landscape of the Indian subcontinent, a testament to the strategic maneuvers, alliances, and the determination of the key players that shaped the destiny of nations. A pivotal moment that left an indelible mark on the pages of history. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of a crucial chapter that shaped the destiny of nations. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the tapestry of history.